Hello everyone. In the last part 1, we discussed about resolution of forces by using the parallelogram law, right? So, we derived by using the parallelogram, so we derived the resultant in between the two forces P and Q. So, these two forces are having the same magnitude and as well as the direction by using the adjacent sides of the parallelogram, right. So, here what we did, we introduced the one more force that is acting as a resultant, which is also having the magnitude and direction, which is acting as a diagonal line to the parallelogram law. So, which we joined the lines BC and as well as the CA. Therefore, automatically parallelogram law is formed and resultant is also derived as R equals to under root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta, right. So, here this is the resultant we derived, and then what about the resultant angle? Here in this case the resultant angle alpha, which is represented as alpha tan alpha equals to, from this triangle CAD I have taken the lines the adjacent and opposite sides, that is CD divided by AD. So, based on this we will get the values. So, what we learned in the part 1, so that is Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta, right. So, therefore, we will write like alpha equals to tan inverse of Q sin theta divided by P plus Q cos theta. So, now we derived whenever the two forces are acting with the different magnitudes and directions, then we represented the resultant. Now, in this class I want to discuss about the different cases. So, here I have taken 4 cases. One is whenever the two forces are equal. So, here one is P is acting, one is Q is acting. Now, I am taking these two forces magnitude is equal. Let us say 7 kilonewtons or 7 kilonewtons, or let us take P and P here also. Now, what is the resultant? So, from this case 1 I can take here two forces are equals like P and P, okay. So, instead of Q I have taken P again. So, therefore, what will happen here, this is the P and this is the P. Now, what is the value of resultant? We all know that based on the parallelogram law. So, the resultant R equals to, here what we have taken, under root of P square plus Q square plus 2PQ into cos theta, right. So, now substitute the same value in the two places. Therefore, what will happen, R equals to P square plus 2P into P cos theta. So, again 2P square plus 2P square, common one element. Therefore, R equals to, we will get under root of 2P square into what we will get, 1 plus cos theta, right. So, how we will write the 1 plus cos theta value in case of trigonometry? Let us remind about trigonometry. So, here R equals to under root of 2P square into, I want to write this 1 plus cos theta as the trigonometry, 2 cos square theta by 2. So, 2 will get cancelled here, 2 square P square. Then outside we can write 2P into cos theta by 2. So, this is the resultant value. Then what about the resultant angle alpha? So, alpha is here, alpha equals to tan inverse of, we can take directly P instead of Q cos sin theta, I will take the P sin theta divided by P plus P. So, again P will be common, 1 plus cos theta. So, right. So, from this equation P will get cancelled, alpha equals to again. So, alpha is the value, what will write? So, alpha equals to sin theta. So, in trigonometry again we will write the sin theta as sin theta by 2 and cos theta by 2. So, write like that. So, tan inverse of 2 sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2, that divided by again 1 plus cos theta, which we have written it here, 2 cos square theta by 2. So, from this 2 will get cancelled, cos square theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 will get cancelled, sin by cos, again alpha equals to tan inverse of under tan theta by 2. Here sin by cos we will call tan. So, again tan will get cancelled, inverse. So, alpha equals to theta by 2. So, always which will bisects, here alpha both are same. Whenever the two forces are equal, we are applying on the any body. So, on that time the resultant angle will bisect the body. So, that is alpha equals to theta by 2. This is the case 1. And whereas in the case 2, theta equals to 90 degrees. Now, here the theta, whatever the angle in between the two forces, so which is acting with the 90 degrees inclination. So, whenever 90 degrees, substitute, the resultant is r equals to under root of p square plus q square plus 2p. So, here instead of 2pq cos 90. So, what is the value of cos 90 in case of the trigonometry? So, the value here 0. Therefore, what we can here cos 90 is the value 1. So, how we will write here? R equals to under root of here 0. Therefore, p square plus q square. So, this is the resultant. Similarly, we have to substitute the values of cos 90 here in this case. So, then we will get the again alpha. So, how we will get the alpha? Here alpha equals to tan inverse of sin 90 divided by p plus. So, that is alpha equals to tan inverse of q sin 90 1 divided by p plus q cos 90. So, 0. Therefore, here we will get tan inverse of q sin 91 divided by p. So, this is whenever the theta equals to 90 degrees. Now, one more is there, that is theta equals to 0. So, when the case 3 coming to this, theta equals to 0. So, theta equal to 0 is nothing but, so the two forces are acting on the same line. So, here one force is like this coming, one force is coming like this. So, here what will happen? Here always resultant r equals to under root of p square plus q square plus 2pq into cos 0 value 1. So, this is in the format of a plus b whole square. So, shall I write here? So, r equals to p plus q whole square, because cos 0 equal to 1. So, square and root get cancelled, r equals to p plus q. So, in this case, whenever theta equals to 90 degrees, so we can say directly the resultant value is maximum, and the alpha is again tan inverse of, we can say q sin 0 divided by p plus q cos 0. So, infinity here. So, and last thing 180. So, what will happen whenever theta equals to, in the case 180 degrees. So, on that time cos 180 equals to, we will take minus 1, right. Therefore, here the resultant we will get r equals to p minus q. So, these are the different types of cases we can apply. So, on the system of forces, here under the coplanar forces. So, here these are the collinear forces, that means which are acting from the same point and also concurrent same point and same plane. So, to resolve the resultant in between the two forces, so whenever the two forces are acting on the body, I want to determine the resultant. So, based on the parallelogram law, we can determine. So, therefore, r equals to under root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta, and also result alpha is tan inverse of q sin theta divided by p plus q cos theta. So, here whenever we derived the equation like r and alpha, so that means resultant and resultant angle, on that time we can apply the different types of forces. So, first case two forces are equal, p and q with the same magnitude, and second case whenever theta is acting in the right angle triangle, so that means theta equals to 90 degrees, and whenever the theta equals to 0, that means two equal and opposite forces and theta equals to 180 degrees. So, 180 degrees is, this is the same point, one force is going like this, one force is going like this, therefore, the angle is 180 degrees. Okay. So, based on these four cases, these are the resultants and as well as the resultant angles. So, we will solve the problems in the next class. Thank you.